And this is how we do it.
It's interesting because it goes back to something you were saying earlier where you were saying specifics versus vague.
Yeah,
Prefrontal cortex versus amygdala. Like an insult is amygdala.
totally.
Can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
But if you make it specific, then action is more likely to occur and useful action is more likely to occur. On this point of a person who's listening now, who's an entrepreneur, they've got a business
Yeah.
and they're thinking about making those first hires, I wanted to throw a proposition at you to see what you thought of this. One of the things that I think can help you not fuck up in the hiring process, especially early, is if you just live with the permanent assumption that you are bad at hiring. So I live with the permanent assumption that I'm bad at hiring because I've got biases, there's things I don't know about certain things, etc. And when you start with that assumption that you are really, really bad at hiring, you try and decentralize the decision making. So one thing I say a lot to startup founders is, if you're hiring a salesperson, create an interview process where there's 5 people and one of them might be you and the other 4 are the best salespeople you've ever encountered in your life.
And I think that the amount of references that you go for is proportional to the importance of the role.
Okay.
So that level of nuance, the specificity is what shows expertise. And so when I look for and I'm interviewing for candidates, I want to gather as much information as I can. The second is the behaviors that they're going to do to influence those metrics. And then laddering up to third, how do those metrics and these behaviors influence the revenue in the business? If they can explain that clearly, you have a win.